Coming to you live from international waters, yo. This is Butt Pirate Radio. I'm your host, Jackie Brown. And today I'm joined by...
Dick Fagatis.
How's it going, man? Long time no see.
Yeah, man, it's been a while. Been a while since the last, double family reunion we had.
Yeah. And it's been a while since, I said I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. You're playing, one minute you're playing volleyball, the next moment, your uncle who wore the wrong sock with a hole in the toe, he's yelling out racial slurs. So sorry.
Yeah, and it's also been a while since I could hold my head up high. It's been a while, and I fought a child, and I said I'm sorry.
And it's been a while since I got head in July. It's been a while
since I got head with my head held high.
And it's been a while.
A long streak of shameful blowjobs.
It's been a while, and I can't come since you sucked me off dry. And it's been a while.
There you go. But yeah, fucking happy Easters to everybody.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Happy Easters.
Happy Easters to you. He is risen. I think I speak for both of us when I say we are extremely blessed for Jesus returning from the dead and for the Biden administration recklessly printing money the second they took over. And we're very blessed that they tried to pass the Restrict Act and completely Chinatize our internet. Unlike Jesus, if President Biden died, I just hope he does not come back from the dead.
Yeah,
keep that dude fucking deceased.
Don't come back. Don't come back alive. Don't come back trans.
Deceased,
don't come back in at all.
Deceased and don't assist.
Yeah. Don't even assisted living. Don't even go there.
No, right to the trash.
Yeah. Barrel.
Yeah.
Not even a bin. Some metal thing that has a biohazard on it.
Yeah, a community trash barrel.
Yeah. Something that pings, has that little water trash, a little bit of Earl in there, some Band-Aids.
Yeah, set them up for real, a presidential goodbye. I think that's pretty customary.
Yeah.
Wasn't Carter supposed to die?
I think they were really big on him getting close to death, but I don't think they ever posted the actual, you know what I mean? I don't think we ever got that in the mail. Roommate.
What about then Lil Wayne should put out his next album? It should be called The Carter Zero.
Yeah.
They started at one. I think they started at the Carter.
Lil Wayne is an archivist. He's a historian, really.
Yeah. He likes to number stuff. What if you went all right, the Carter -1? You start going a different direction.
The Carter, he's big on integers. That's.
Yeah. He's very into chronologically ordering things. Because it'd be a lot cooler if you don't give a shit. It's like, the Carter 18, and it's like really the fourth album that you put out, and the next one's just like the Carter 11.
Yeah.
Just random. I like those numbers.
You got Histo Blacks. You got Chrono Blacks. All of them.
It's there's such a range in. I laugh like a dying bird.
Is that your good laugh that that something is funny?
Yeah, but it's just it's so much higher than my regular voice, and I just mean octave level.
Yeah, well, I know that laugh.
Yeah, it's just I laugh like a Chinese woman.
That ain't bad.
It's not. I just don't cover my face.
That ain't bad. That way nothing bad could happen. You're at one of those Irish bars. You got burger and beers. All of a sudden, obscenities start laying around. Maybe the wrong thing starts to happen. You start talking about homos and stuff.
Fly.
But then you start laughing like a Chinese. People start hearing that nah, we can't break that up.
But all right, with all the cool shit that's been going on with the trans community lately, from the murders, killings to beer cans and sports bras.
I think it's they're making their own greatest hits album.
They kind of are in real time.
Yeah, there haven't even
everyone's a hit.
Really, I haven't heard. It's one of those classic things. I don't think I've even heard a good hit single, but the guy's been we need a greatest hits album. That's what will make us big. Have we had a hit single yet? No, not really. Let's just go right to the greatest hits. Okay.
Yeah, and then telling everybody it's platinum when you've sold 8 records.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you, platinum trans.
Yeah. PT, you know?
Yeah. And this is the Grammy goes to the trans community for not even making a song, but they still get a Grammy. Album of the year. But so, I'm tempted to start pretending to be trans just for a little bit so I can score a few massive brand deals, then, just go back to being a regular dude, but rich.
Yeah. You just flip a little bit.
Yeah, I'll buy a wig. I'll make it stop at Sephora. Be like, tell those ladies, hook me up. What do I need to look like a hot woman? A wig. And then I'm going to put on a sports bra and try to get somebody to fucking sign me.
A lot of things are quick.
It's like skateboarding used to be.
A lot of things are quick. A lot of things are changing. Our parents would do something different. They would take a couple, sometimes like, I took a couple months and I invested in stocks real hard, and then I taper off for a year.
Yes.
That's not going to be with our generation. Our generation is like, I flipped trans for a couple weeks, got paid a couple bills, then when things get solid and I even back out, then I flip back to what I should be.
Yes.
Yeah.
New wave trans, investment trans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Diversifying your portfolio trans.
Yeah. H&R cock.
Yeah. 401 gay, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's because you especially just be out in the open and be like, I am in no shape or form interested in portraying myself as a woman when there's not a camera around. I'm a dude, but fucking if you want to pay me to dress up like a woman, fucking send products. Fucking I'm your woman or your man, whatever you.
Exactly.
I'm your they.
If there's bills coming out, get the knife, cut the top off the pumpkin. We'll throw the handle out the trash. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you're saying you take the guts out, I put that as a wig on, and I'm festive trans.
Yeah, you pumpkin spiced.
Yeah, dude.
Ready for fall.
Yeah, even though in the spring, even it's going to be a hot summer, because that's you got to be a little bit crazy because you got
But no hot girl summer now.
No,
there ain't no hot girl summer.
No, because if you start to act a little unhinged, a little crazy, there's like, this dude might actually really be trans. He's acting real trans right now.
Yeah.
Talking about pumpkin spice in the spring.
Yeah, he talked about his feelings a lot, but at the same time, he really likes hot dogs. And,
Yeah.
he likes boiled ones.
Yeah, that's how you know. That's right there. One of the first signs of mental instability.
Mm-hmm. Not one grilled one. It's the summertime.
It's like,
you want boiled
I'm
ones?
putting them on the grill. Do you want? I'll just make you one. You don't even have to go through the effort. I know I'd rather boil it.
But
I just like
really?
the taste of it.
In July, you're
Nothing
gonna boil.
really satisfies my palate like a nice boiled hot dog with no condiments.
A nice, jeez.
But yeah, that's investment trans. That's something, man. That's something.
That's a whole conglomerate.
Yeah, you could start a whole fucking corporation off just like
People set it up. You know what I mean? Like, you budget plan, you trans plan. We were thinking about, in the first quarter, you might have a dick. Second quarter, don't know yet. We'll see how.
And the thing is, you can keep it, but you just got to tell people you cut it off.
Exactly. Tell them the pumpkin is carved.
Yeah. A lot of the times when it comes to something like that, a lie is just as sufficient than actually just going all for it.
That's not,
And then you don't have like a thing about, you getting exposed, this person was taking advantage of being trans. You just from the beginning be like, no, I'm trans for pay.
Yeah. Some people are pay for gay.
Yeah.
We are trans for pay.
This is way better.
Yeah. They used to have all these cash apps for transfer pay. This is the real transfer pay.
Yeah.
This is not Cash App. This isn't all that stuff. This is trans for pay.
And you see returns immediately.
Exactly.
As soon as you apply that makeup, your email, you're going to need to get another email account.
You're going to need to get another email account, and you're going to need to get a new case for your AK-47.
Yeah. And a safe for all the money that you're going to be bringing in.
Exactly. And in a couple phones for different social media accounts.
Yeah, you have to hire a team now. But yeah, that's the way things are. That's the way things are now. Because like being a guy, that shit's out. It's done. All right, let it go. People quit holding on. Like guys are done. It's over.
Guys are
Being a
done.
dude is no longer acceptable. It's not okay. And we're tired of acting like it is okay and enabling people
Yeah.
saying being a guy is okay. No, the fuck it is.
Being a guy.
Prove it. Show me
Yeah.
the statistics.
Yeah. Being a guy. Sure.
I've never seen one graph.
Not a dotted line, parabola, nothing.
Especially white guys. They don't even get. What have they ever contributed to anything in history ever?
Not a damn
Nothing.
thing.
Whenever you think of history, the last thing you think of is a white guy.
No.
It's all basically minority women. They lead the front on all history.
Yep. Minority women, midgets. Those are the main people.
The retards, prostitutes.
Prostitutes. Mm-hmm.
But so, all right, we all missed a huge opportunity during the time period where everyone was saying no homo. Like, why did we let it end there? I guess if I would have used that phrase, I would have probably helped in advancing it. But like,
Yeah.
how did no one think to say, hey, well, fucking no black person, but I cannot be on time for anything.
Yeah.
It's impossible for me to be on time.
No black person, so that's an NBP. And no black person, but yeah.
Or fucking no Jewish person, but I just thoroughly enjoy owning and operating a bank. This comes naturally to me.
Yeah. No Mexican, but I feel like lighting off fireworks in December.
Yeah, I know Mexican, but my grass is pristine.
Yeah.
But so 1 second. So what I thought about within the the 2-month hiatus that we've had is that fucking like face tattoos are kind of like the same thing as student loans. Like that person is pretty much in debt, whether they know it or not, until they get that unemployable accoutrement off their face.
Yeah, or like when you're in debt, it's like I gotta keep on getting this money to pay off this debt. When you get that face tat, it's like your debt is like you have to do some act that proves that you can have the face tat. It's like a debt. It's like an event debt.
Yeah.
It's like I gotta go rob somebody.
There's no way with the amount of people that have face tattoos, those people are like independently wealthy.
Yeah.
I saw some chick at the store like a month ago. She looked like she had like underneath her eyeball, like kind of close to where people would have teardrops, but a little bit lower and closer to the eye and at the nose. But it looked like she just had the buttons of a PlayStation controller. It looks like she just had X, Y, triangle.
Oh. I just could never understand that. Like, I had a guy at work. He had a black eye for 1 week, right? And every time you come in, all you want to do is be like, all right, let me just get through this day at work and nobody ask me how I got this black eye. You know what I mean? A black eye, not how I got this. If you want to get a black guy, get a black guy.
Yeah,
right?
a face tattoo of a black guy.
If you or just get one, not slave talk.
Dude, that's a good idea. Get a face tattoo. Be like, I'm so for minority people that I got a face tattoo of a minority person.
I would rather do that trade than the whole reparations thing that they're talking about. If that could be the compromise, instead of giving a bunch of reparations, for people who never had slaves in the first place.
California is advocating for reparations in a state that never had housed one slave.
Yeah, I would make an okay trade, like one person out of each family that's white get a face tat of not Malcolm X, maybe
Farrakhan.
Farrakhan, or we get who's maybe Brian Gumble.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's barely white, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
Something fair.
It's like you're committed, but you're not fully committed.
I'm in for it, but let me have my life.
Yeah. Yeah, but they're basically, you're walking around with a financial liability that you're just advertising to everybody until you just get rid of it.
Yeah, and so like I was saying, this guy at work, he had a black eye for 1 week, and every day I could tell that he was like, please, I'm tired of telling this fucking story about how I got this black eye.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't understand why you would get a face tat. That's your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you wanted that.
Yeah.
It's almost like you wanted someone to punch you in the face.
It's like a flag. It's exactly like a flag. Like, I don't like anything enough to buy a flag, to drive around with a flag behind me just flapping in the wind wherever I'm going. I don't like anything that much. Same
Yeah.
thing, a face tattoo. It's just like a flag.
Yeah, you always got to worry about it.
Yeah. But I feel like those people that have them, they're not worried about them. Somehow it seems whenever you see somebody with a face tattoo, it seems like the last thing that there is on their mind is like, fuck, I'm going to have to get this thing taken off my face at some point.
Not concerned about it.
No.
No.
The people with face tattoos are the trans people of the tattoo community.
Those people that invented that thing when you dry clothes and you can leave it in there and it'll keep tumbling your clothes forever so it doesn't have wrinkles. When really, can you just take the clothes out and fold them? That they designed that for face tattoos.
Yeah.
People.
Yeah. Yeah. That's,
Citizens, not people. I want to.
yeah, but if you're applying for a mortgage and you have a face tattoo, they should be like, well, it says here on paper you don't have any debt, but you probably are looking at like $4,000 or $5,000 in debt on your face.
Yeah.
That should seriously be taken into consideration. So, based off the things that you've told me, they should change the name of the popular dating app Hinge to Unhinged, because basically everybody on there is mentally unstable.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Phew. Yeah. Everyone does what they want to do. You know that they got this thing. You know, here's like there's tricks. You know.
Are you trying to run a scam? You trying to make money, or are you or you really actually want me to take you on a date? What the fuck?
Yeah, like this is once you get on Hinge, you'll know that if some girl says that she lives up north, and you match with her, and then all of a sudden she says she doesn't live up north anymore, that means she's trying you to get down south for money. Yeah. That means she's fucking. That means she's fucking for money.
Or she just, even without the fucking, she's just trying to like, just get in the paid thing. But it just bypass all the fucking.
It's yeah, getting paid. This whole thing about sending your shit. Oh, that stupid shit that I was talking to you about. Hey, I don't go on here a lot, so add me on Instagram so that way I can. If you get a dating app and you turn the notifications off, that's fucking stupid. Yeah. Like, so, and no one would do that. So basically, what you're saying is like, hey, I'm really not on here for dick. I'm just on here for people to pay attention to me.
Yeah.
Like, hey, in case I don't respond back to you, follow my Instagram. It's like you have a phone and y'all probably got iPads. Okay, I know y'all got iPads. Look up on the computer how many people got iPads. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
3. You know, more people have iPads than are trans. You know, I guarantee it.
For sure.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people that are trans.
Yeah.
You know,
there's
so
probably
a lot
more
of
people that make iPads than people that are genuinely trans.
Yeah, and there are probably trans people making iPads.
Exactly. Yeah. It's all
so you have two things that are sending you notifications, and you're telling me that my notification that's saying how was your day, you're not picking it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just basically meaning that you're not on here to date. You're on here for me to add your Instagram of, you know, you wearing a high-waisted thong that's technically a bathing suit. The problem is they call it a dating app, and I think that a lot of people don't want a dating app. They want an app that gets them to a date. Yeah. The problem is some people out there, men or women or theys, want literally an app to where they can date on an app. And that's what fucks everything up, because a lot of people don't want that. They want an app that gets them to a real date. But every now and then you get 2 or 3 people that go, no, I like this app. I want to have a boyfriend or girlfriend or both online.
Yeah.
And that's not why I got on for.
Yeah.
It should be called a go on a date app. Yeah. An app to get you on a date. Yeah. Dating app makes everything confusing.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I don't want to date on the app.
Yeah.
I want to date on the earth.
Yeah.
A lot of times on those dating apps, there's a lot of women who have like breathing holes out of their neck, and they'll be in a wheelchair.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. You want to talk about how I already know I'm going to hell? I swipe left to those women. meaning no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Talk about a dampener on your day. You go on your fucking screen. There's some
I think
fucking
you're going out if you're swiping right on those chicks.
Maybe the good hell. You know,
The kinds where you can what are those things called? Where you can whatever chick that has a voice box thing that you can fuck her throat.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, she's got a blowhole. Yeah, the girl has a fucking neck blowhole. You know what I mean? She's in a wheelchair. Got the what's that guy that was retarded but he was a genius?
Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, she's got the Stephen Hawking's joystick and a neck blowhole, and she's on Bumble or Hinge. And then I say no. It's like that just ruins
toxic masculinity.
Yeah,
I don't even know if I use that correctly.
Yeah, they had me on record. There's on record of me somewhere. You know what I mean?
That's good.
Of looking me up. Yeah, they got all my porn records out there.
I think you're definitely a creep if you're trying to fuck somebody that's in a wheelchair.
I don't know these days.
Because it's one thing if she's attractive in a wheelchair, whatever. But
yeah,
if her wheelchair is one of her more like redeemable qualities,
that'd be a nasty ass horror story too, dude. You swipe to it and then you put your wiener in the blowhole to kill her. That'd be fucked up, dude.
I feel like, and then somebody like imagine somebody doing that like, yeah, dude, I'm a necrophiliac. I love people. Like, no, that's not what that means.
No, I like neck.
I'm a necrophiliac. You don't even know like chicks have like a hole in their neck from fucking they have cancer. Yeah, I'm a necrophiliac.
No, I like to feel they neck with my dack. I'm a necrophiliac.
It is, but you're also kind of fucking a dead area of a body.
Yeah, and you fucking dead shit. Yeah, the dead neck hole.
Yeah.
God.
But so, I guess it's definitely cooled off a little bit, but like, as far as the discussions about Ukraine and Russia, but one of the things that bothers me the most is that we've sent all this money overseas, yet I haven't heard about a single American receiving a thank you letter from a Ukrainian.
Yeah.
What's the first thing that you do when somebody sends you money? You send them a thank you. You at least text them thank you.
Isn't there a bunch of crazy rioting in Iraq or in Afghanistan this week?
That's in Paris.
No, there's some weird shit in the Middle East this week too.
Really?
Like as far as because we're still technically not fully out of there. You know what I mean?
Well, we never leave anywhere permanently.
And it's like, the Taliban or whatever the new fraternity is there.
Yeah.
They totally have taken over. It's back to, the Wild West of Iraq, the old days. It's back to the old school Iraqi saloon.
And Afghanistan, never mind. If you want to do something fun, people, get into an argument or a disagreement with Chat Chibi CP or whatever it's called.
Oh, GP.
Chat, whatever. Yeah. About like certain 9/11 discrepancies. It razzles that thing. Like, and it can't. So one of the more entertaining ones is ask them like what the temperatures were there. The first time was like the temperatures got up to like 500 degrees, and I said no, ChatGPT, whatever the fuck it's called. That's not right. And I said the temperatures reached up to upwards of potentially 4,000, but there's also like evidence they reached 3,000 for sure. And he goes, yeah. Then the chat they responds, yeah, well, yes, I'm sure there's some evidence that showed it was 3,000 degrees. And it's like, wait, I thought that you just said it was this. So it will start acknowledging like conspiracy, but it has a clear bias against stuff that is infactual.
And Chat GPT has a passive aggressive knob on it.
Yes.
To where it's
it won't pick a side. But it favors the government side.
Oh, Lord.
Mm-hmm. So you're talking about the temperatures of the whatever towers, and it's like, well, how did it get to those temperatures without thermite? Without pre-planted explosives? It's because of, and their explanation is because of what NIST, which is the 9/11 Commission, says that because of the jet fuel, which only burns up to like 400 degrees, office supplies, like furniture, tape, fucking all that stuff, and potential energy
contributes to the extra
potential energy is their explanation for the additional 2,500 degrees. And so that's what You have to press them on the fact that that stuff exists, and then they'll kind of like walk back what they said.
God.
It's scary. So like then also let's mention the thing about the hijackers. There's no hard evidence of any of the hijackers being in any of the airports on 9/11. There's no security footage, none of it. And so if you mention that to the, whatever the fucking chat thing, it says, no, there's some evidence. And I said, prove it. Show me if there's evidence. So it's like, well, okay, there's not any hard evidence, but the government says that they have some evidence. They just can't release it.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's no evidence.
And then when they release it in 50 years, they still are not going to release it. When they tell everybody that they're going to release it in 50 years.
The one thing that they've tried to pass off as evidence doesn't have a timestamp. They removed the timestamp from it. So it's not evidence. And the other ones that they show him is at the airport in Maine, the place that before he was going to travel to Boston or whatever from the person, like, I forget the guy's name. But there's one picture of one hijacker in an airport on 9/11, but it is not from the airport he would have gotten on a plane that it was in a different state.
Yeah.
He had a layover. He had a layover to do 9/11.
No, he wanted to see Maine before he blew up 9/11. You know what I mean? So he wanted to have a nice, I want to go see Maine before. Like, he wanted to have
experience Maine crabs.
Yeah. I got to have lobster roll. And then they blow up the towers.
They have a lobster roll to die for, man. Yeah, it's crazy how, but for some reason the chat, whatever CP, knows all of the conspiracy stuff, but which is all points towards it being more scientific, but it then for some reason kind of sides with the government. Because it uses hearsay, it relies on the government saying that they have stuff. That's what the ChatGPT accepts it as fact.
But I will agree with you that ChatGPT is shit. But on the only me being try to look at the one positive aspect, at least AI isn't trying to overthrow our government yet.
Yeah.
At least at least they're so once they start really thinking by themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. All it is what Google was before you could start paying for advertising or paying for words. It's just a genuine response to just a question that you asked. Because remember, you used to be able to just look up information on Google. Now everything's a fucking advertisement.
The first two things are ads.
Always, yeah. And the things underneath that are ads too. They're just not listed.
No, what ChatGPT is Ask Jeeves. It's just been lifting weights for 20 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Remember Ask Jeeves?
But I'm saying that's what it was. It's the same shit. It's something that already existed until it got corrupted by money.
Moneda.
Yeah. So something one thing I'm surprised isn't oddly started to get corrupted yet is if you couldn't tell from the way that I talk, I have a good deal of white friends. I don't think that's anybody that should come as a surprise to anybody. As a black person,
We've never said like listen here or what really gets my goat or like maybe not a lot of people know.
But I just definitely have a white inflection for a black person, and I'll own up to that. But just because I'm black doesn't mean don't have to sound a certain way. You're racist if you think that.
Yeah.
But so like some of my white friends, they complain about how like they have small dicks, and I don't understand why more white or even Chinese dudes, I just don't hang around them enough to like don't put Gorilla Glue, all over their dicks and then shove it into a large loaf of pumpernickel bread and then just tell women they got a big black cock transplant.
Yeah, that'd be normal.
Yeah, I think so.
And women like a nice bulge, but they don't like it to be hard. They like it to know that you got it there, but like they want to go to dinner and know that you got the full thing there, but you're not trying to turn her out right there.
Yeah,
they want to feel it up.
It's like even before an appetizer.
They want to have they want to have the appetizer, okay, and that's like another sensual thing. You know what I mean?
It's like foreplay.
Light a candle, feel that bulge to know that it's there. Have the appetizer, but they don't like it to be hard. Not then.
Yeah.
So if you're loafing, not a bad plan.
And then if it's definitely practical. It might not be good for. You might have to get like whenever you get a new loaf, you might need some type of solution to get the Gorilla Glue off.
Oh, they got that.
Okay.
They got Goo Gone. They even got Goo Gone in the hospital.
That sucks.
Because there's a lot of. I mean, people might be pumpernickel bread in the hospital, but they get a lot of sticky stuff in the hospital. You got to get that off so that you can put. They make a Goo Gone that can go on your skin.
Yeah, that sucks because there's a rare like situation where you can find yourself in the favorable position of being able to sell somebody the sickness and then also selling them the cure at the same time.
And the one foreseeable problem would be crouton dick. You know what I mean? You got them old Italian, because as soon as that bread will start to turn into Italian breadcrumbs.
Yeah, yeast infections that are so severe that they're antibiotic resistant.
Yeah.
Because if you add yeast to a yeast infection, oh boy.
Yeah. So you like, are you hard? No, but I'm rising. Yeah.
Yeah, if you get it up to 300, 400 degrees in here, my dick will be rock hard.
Yeah. It can't get, just as long as we don't go outside too quick, because then it'll, souffle,
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta get some butter. So you can.
Oh, that's what they're doing, the souffle?
Keep it moist, Well, no, I'm saying that's like for bread, no, isn't it? Like.
Yeah. Bread and butter, man. That's like, oh, how do you beat it?
Especially
you get some good butter. You got some good butter.
Warm bread too.
Some salted butter.
Warm bread on itself make you want to stick your dick into it.
Mashed potatoes. There's an old Beastie Boys song that used to be I want to stick my dick
in I knew if with this kind of party, I'd have stuck my dick in the mashed potatoes. All right, so I think this is funny, but like, is it against Indian people's religion to wear socks? Because like, I've never seen an Indian person wearing socks.
I think they are constantly thinking that they have socks on and they need them to be off.
One time I saw an Indian dude, he had a pair of tennis shoes on and he had flip-flops. Oh, he was over the tennis shoes. He had tennis shoes and a pair of flip-flops.
Yeah, they consider flip-flops, they would rather have flip-flops be socks. That's their version of socks.
Yeah.
You got any socks on? What do you mean, flip-flops?
The thing that goes over or under your shoes? I don't even
Yeah, they are not big sock people.
No.
And the problem is, though, it's not their fault, but Indians are fragrant. They have a essence.
Yeah.
That people are made aware of immediately.
Yeah, you hear them. Like that thing, that song. You hear them before you see me. I got King Kong. The Indians, you smell them before you see them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
very lucky that they don't have to worry about getting hunted in the wild, because imagine a big cat. You could sniff an Indian from 6-7 miles away.
Yeah, imagine a great white shark.
That thing can just take a sip. It's like, I know what I'm eating for the next year.
Yeah, it's over there to the left behind the branches.
Yeah, and there's plenty more of it to the right, about 4 miles that way.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Oh, here comes another tiger. Oh, no. Gosh, if you're Indian, you'd have to just keep raw meat on you all the time and a gun.
And socks.
You would never. Now you're being racist.
Oh, Lord.
But so, imagine the absolute devastation if you to see an Indian guy's face after he got to sandals in Jamaica, once he realized that it wasn't a resort dedicated to flip-flops.
Yeah, or if it wasn't literally a prohibition sock community, you know what I mean? Where they just hated socks, like that's why he went there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, it was like all like-minded people like, oh, fuck socks.
Yeah.
Fuck shoes. I can't wait to be around all the baby girls.
Yeah. I can't wait to have my campfires with big cotton socks over a big fire.
Everybody just throws cotton socks into
cotton socks.
the white devil.
Cotton socks.
White cotton socks.
Sounds like sucking cock. An Indian guy says cotton socks. It's like I just say almost. I just say suck my cock. Take your cotton socks. I just say suck my cock. Can't tell.
Yeah. That's what I say. Like, people love to say, oh, it's impossible for a man to do something gay when he's hooking up with a woman. It's like, yeah, well, what if the thing that they're doing is fucking another guy?
That is literally in chapter 1 of Gay.
Yeah. People always, oh, it's not gay if you do it with a girl. Oh, really? I disagree. If you fuck another dude with a chick, that's gay. Call me old school, old fashioned or whatever.
If you take
If that makes me homophobic, then so be it.
If you take your wiener out of that woman and then you count 5 apple while you're staring at that man, if you're still hard, gay.
Yeah. Yeah. Or Mississippi or whatever you want to. 1,000. That's another one that people.
Ryan Seacrest, you count 5 Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah.
And you're still hard.
Yeah, that's not bad. Then yeah, that's. And then again, if you don't want to find out, don't put yourself in that situation.
Yeah.
And Pandora can't open if you don't put invite the box into the room.
Pandora's cock. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So another thing that bothers me, one of my biggest pet peeves is it's irrational. I don't know why I fucking like, and I don't think I've ever mentioned it on here before. Is I cannot fucking stand when people like lock their car like 5, 6, 7, 8 times. It's like your car's not getting more locked.
Especially nowadays, it's quick. Beep beep. It's like a machine gun. It's like, dude, come on.
Yeah, and it's like they're loud as fuck. And it's like your car's not getting more locked each time you press the button.
Yeah, it's not. You're not layering a cake.
Yeah, exactly. You're not basting a turkey or whatever.
Yeah.
So like that shit literally makes me want to like take some guy's cock and shove it in another guy's ass against his will. Like it makes me want to facilitate rape.
Yeah, or shit in the gas tank. The homosexuality, the automobile homosexuality. Putting a long dark rod in a big back hole of a car.
Yeah. Pistons can't fire. This one is fucking. This one's pretty dated, but I gotta do it. Remember when Greta Thunberger said to Andrew Tate like had small dick energy? He said that he's like, yo, Andrew Tate, you have small dick energy, and that your email does or whatever. And so that made me realize like, you know who has the smallest dick energy? Trans women.
Yeah, that's pretty much right there, National Geographic.
And so I just
reporting live.
Yeah, that's irrefutable. So I just wanted to say to thank Greta Thunberg for having me have that transphobic epiphany. Without her, she got the assist on that.
Yeah, and you triple doubling, Greta.
I 360 dunked it, but she got the assist on it.
Yeah.
A 360 dunk through the legs, then took my shirt off before, then I threw it down.
And didn't even sweat.
No. The thing is kind of a philosophical question. Is like, once you put a cake in a freezer, does it then become an ice cream cake?
The problem, well, if it's a closed cake, maybe. If it's an open cake, then sometimes it gets bristly. You know what I mean? It starts to get that feel. The fibers start to feel like that the thing you scrape a grill with. You know what I mean? Texturally, it's off. It depends on what kind of the frosting it is. It's got to be more of a cream base as opposed to a sugar based frosting. You're gonna cut into it. You don't want it to be. Don't want it to break off like a sculpture. You want it to break off like a nice piece of clay. Like you shaving clay.
Like you need a shovel to fucking.
Yeah.
I feel like if you freeze a cake and then you eat it when it's frozen, you can't tell me anything different that you're not eating ice cream cake.
Maybe you're saying you eating the thawed.
Some people might call it a frozen cake. I'd say, you know what, you're eating ice cream cake.
Frozen cake. What about cake sickle?
I can compromise. I'll meet you halfway.
Cake sickle. Cake pop. I don't know. Who already took cake pop?
The Korean people.
Slutty women, or yeah.
Korean people.
Korean people.
A crazy realization that I had is that and I don't think most people probably have made this connection, is that the cure to crabs, pubic lice,
Oh yeah,
crabs,
those,
is a razor and shaving cream.
you just cut that because
That's 100% accurate. That's 100% success rate. You just a victim.
just a victim.
So it's hilarious that scientists developed a special shampoo for people. So like people,
Nair?
they know like they had pube shampoo that would kill your lice for people that were like overly dedicated to keeping their pube. I wonder how many people do this. And if not, more people definitely should. Is like, unless you're going into something like math, science, or the medical field, there's no reason to go to college. Instead of wasting all that time and money for 4 years after you graduate from high school, just completely lie on your resume when applying to jobs. Just make it up. Just like pretend that you got, let's say, a communications degree from Stanford. No one is gonna like fucking check to verify that you actually graduated from somewhere.
Am I having a flashback to a couple months ago of a certain newsreel? Because that was a real thing.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
that fucking politician.
Oh, that, yeah, but I'm like, oh, that's...
You can get real far. You're totally right. Keep reeling. Keep saying the real. You can get far. You can
Yeah.
lie about all your shit.
Yeah, I feel like unless you have to get really, really almost like a CEO type of like caliber for people to start fact checking where you really got your college degree from.
You
Just
got to
fucking lie.
Yeah, and if you're a nice CEO, which there aren't many of them, then no one's going to fact check you. People are only going to fact check you if you're like a CEO that's like, I don't know, feeling up, women, or I don't know if it's weird to feel up men or.
Yeah, who knows? I think that's debatable. I think maybe you just feel up men long enough. Again, they'll just give up. I fine, I'm a woman. You don't have to feel them up anymore.
Yeah.
It's a long con.
Feel
So
'em
like,
up.
but like,
Checking out each other's pumpernickels.
yeah, definitely.
Checking out the loafs.
Like, and then so people that are real, you just lie about going to college, and then people that are real, like somebody who's like real driven, somebody like who's dedicated, then you could just watch a couple of YouTube videos the night before, and then to kind of get like an understanding of it. And then some people that are like, if you're lazy, then just maybe on the way to work, you can just try to take a refresher course. So like, which one do you think is more insufferable? To be around a person who is ugly, who's ugly but they think that they're attractive, or somebody who is a know-it-all that thinks that they're intelligent? I mean, who is a know-it-all but is the dumbass?
The latter. The know-it-all with the dumbass.
Yeah. It's just hard to just not tell a person to just shut the fuck up.
Oh, God. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really affect them. Like, someone who's ugly and thinks they're good-looking, it's like, it's like, that's fine. I ain't trying to fuck you. I'm not trying to fuck you. I'm not trying to go to the movies with you. I'm not,
Yeah.
It doesn't really, but some person who thinks they're smart, if they think they're smart, then all of a sudden they're doing things.
They say crazy stuff like, yeah, Ground Zero only burned at only for like a couple of weeks, and we only got like a couple 100 degrees, and it just it takes everything inside. Just be like, it burned for over 100 days, and that's irrefutable.
Yeah.
So why are you saying it only burned a couple of weeks? And then they say, okay, well maybe it did burn for 100 days, but that doesn't prove anything.
Yeah, and they'll just say that. They'll just say that.
And then they go, next subject. Because I know all about that one. I'd rather talk. Then we can.
They say those ending notes. Well, maybe that happened, but that doesn't, and they just try to end it.
Yeah.
Final word.
So I've been really getting into pumpernickel lately. Did you know that you can,
Like he'll say, and I heard pumpernickel, that's not even real bread. I read,
So yeah, so it really counts as actually being your dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think you should really put that around your dick. It's not even bread. You're saying you're putting bread around your dick.
Yeah. But that's gonna do it for this week. Join us, I don't know, next week, month, year, or whenever, when we discuss which disabilities make people the easiest to rape.
And which lampshade materials can be used as condoms for recycling purposes. Green Planet.
Black Power.
What's the matter with you, boy?
Bye.